Hello and welcome back to Dial H for HeroClix. I'm your host, Kalder and Ian. This episode, we're going to be talking about the brand new HeroClix ban list, as well as our predictions for the Champion Clix Open event this weekend in Florida. This is episode 583. Howdy, howdy. Let's get rowdy.
Do you really wanna Clix it?
Leadership,
Roll a six, make a move extreme.
token up,
Taking action from your team. I go straight to your start. Hypersonic speed.
roll a 5,
Getting brave, hitting blades, claws, fangs.
KO,
Stick and move, click a few just to hit a stop. Need a 3 CCE on a flurry close.
tear your dials apart.
Once the timer starts, do you really wanna Clix it? What's going up must come down. Do you really wanna Clix it? Baby, you got it bound. I know what you soon become. You're the best, the judge is wrong, but you mastermind the damage on. Roll your dice for initiative, son.
Dial H for HeroClix is brought to you by shop.whizkids.com, where you find cool stuff in stock at shop.whizkids.com. And you can use code DIALH10. Yes.
Old
Dial
habit,
H10.
die hard.
Dude, that was hard. That was wild. I just got flash banged in my brain. That was weird. Anyways, and you can go there. You can use code. I do believe it is just. Gosh, it's just Dial H. You can use code Dial H, or is it Dial H10?
It
No,
is
I
Dial
can't.
H10.
It is Dial H10. You can use code Dial H10 for 10% off your HeroClix order.
I think you
Not
should just
usable.
restart now.
No,
Restart.
that was so good, Bill.
No, it's done. It's done.
Are you serious?
I thought it was funny.
I think
That
for a
was-
hot start, I think that was pretty good for a hot start.
Well, then just leave all this in then. Everyone can hear all the behind the scenes stuff.
They can have it. Hey, Bill, what made you happy this last week? By the
You know what
way,
made me-
listener, our guests are Bill DeRocher and Alec Musser of HeroClix USA fame. Bill, what made you happy?
What made me happy this week was, by the way, thank you for asking. And thank you for having me on the podcast. What made me happy this week was I'd kind of run out of stuff that I was going to watch, right? Like TV, I like to watch maybe an episode of TV before I go to bed. And I was trying to figure out I need something new to watch. And I was just kind of perusing my streaming services. And I found something that shocked me. Did you know that there's an actual TV show that is simply just a biography of Ian Eggleston, co-host of this show's life? It's on Amazon Prime, and it is phenomenal.
All right.
It's called.
We'll have to explain.
Look, Calder. I mean, you're in the show. You're not aware of this?
Right. No, of course. I remember the filming dates for it.
So-
They're really weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you had to sign off on everything, but yeah,
Right.
The show.
I'm glad
the show's
it's finally
called-
coming out.
Oh, it's got 2 seasons, Calder. I mean, I
That's
hope
right.
you've been getting your. Have you been
Well,
getting
we
your
filmed
checks?
them. We filmed them back to back, so
Oh,
you know how
back
they
to
do
back,
that
makes
every now and then. So I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was out yet. Yeah.
Okay, so it's called The Night Manager, and Ian Eggle, and the main character, of course, is a manager of a hotel. So and Ian Eggleston is played by none other than Loki, Tom Hiddleston. I mean, Hiddleston, Eggleston, what a great choice, right? I mean, my only problem is not tall enough, right? But I get it. They don't normally cast actors that are that tall, but really good. I mean, the choice for you, pretty solid. I mean, I get it. They went with someone that looks like you, but I mean, I'm not feeling it that much as someone who knows both you and Ian. But overall, great show.
Now I have to see who is the second character.
Oh, it's Hugh
in the
Laurie.
Night Manager.
Oh no,
It's Hugh
that's
Laurie.
not the guy who's playing Calder though. I mean,
Oh yeah, but Hugh Laurie is in it. Dr. House.
Dr. House?
is in it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Hugh Laurie.
He plays Ian's GM of his hotel that Ian can't stand. That's who it is. There's so much drama in the show. I highly recommend it to all of you out there.
I do see this, and it is pretty good. Yeah, I do see Ian. I do see that it has. Wow, I didn't realize Dr. House was playing his brother Jeff. That's actually really cool.
Calder is
There's
Calder's played by Steve Buscemi. The likeness
believe
is
you.
striking. I mean,
I
it's
don't believe
absolutely
you.
striking.
I also don't believe Steve Buscemi is in this show.
He's not.
It's a British television show from what I'm seeing just after a quick looky look.
But I mean, honestly, the
If we're
fact that Ian
saying
got a
this
show made
other
about his
guy-
life is pretty impressive.
There's this almost Haley Atwell looking girl, and then some other guy in the main picture. I'd say I look like I don't look like that other guy at all, but I think it's cute. It's cute.
Available
All
on Amazon Prime. I enjoyed it. I recommend
Okay.
it to those listening.
Tom
Alright.
Holland's Evolution. Tom Hollander is in it.
Hollander.
I don't know who the heck
Evolution.
that guy is.
Final
but
Evolution, Tom Hollander.
Final Evolution evolved during the day with the Sunstone. Turns into Tom Hollander.
And Alec, that's a great recommendation, Bill. I hope everybody goes and sees the Night Manager.
The Night Manager.
The Night Manager.
If you like Ian, you'll like the Night Manager.
Okay, there it is. So fans of this podcast who like Ian. For everybody else. Alec, what made you happy this week?
Yeah, every now and then, I like to. Well, number one, I've been watching a lot of Pokemon recently. There's a new ROM hack out for Pokemon Platinum called Platinum Kaizo. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's a ROM hack to make the base Pokemon Platinum game harder. So I've been watching a couple Twitch streamers playing that, and it's been a lot of fun. But every now and then, I like to re-immerse myself into the world of Beyblade, and every year, sometimes
excellent
it's
choice. This is
I know.
excellent.
It's just random. Sometimes you're just like, man, I wonder what's going on in the world of Beyblade. But like every year, I like to watch the Beyblade Worlds video. That was forever. Well, it's harder to find now because there's actual Beyblade championships now. Like 2025, apparently there was a big boom and resurgence of Beyblade, so it's kind of harder. Okay. But there was a 2000, I think it was 2009. I'm looking for it now. I just know the video, but there was a 2009 or 2010 World Championship video, and I mean, eventually, here it is. Okay, here it is. 2012, the Beyblade World Championship. I'll send it to you guys. It's one of the funnest videos in the world. It's really just a bunch of little kids playing, but every once in a while, an older kid will play and beat a little kid, and then that kid will just cry, and it's so freaking funny.
What? I guess the power of which you let it rip does matter, I suppose. So it makes sense that an older kid would beat these younger kids.
Yeah, but some of them wear gloves, and
dude.
the judges are like super into it. There's a bunch of rules that I don't understand, but I think it's just so funny, and
I mean that's awesome.
Oh, it's so fun. If you guys ever look up 2012 Beyblade World Championship World Event Recap. It's like 13 minutes long. It's always a blast to watch.
Believe it or not, they play Beyblades during the Night Manager. So I mean,
no way! Shut up, Bill.
They definitely don't.
Oh, okay, I was like that.
There's no way.
Whatever year British television show, they like Tom Holland. Yeah, what's up? You want to let it rip? Let it freaking rip, baby. I'm gonna say Beyblade.
Let it rip.
Beyblade.
Oh, said let it rip.
Oi, mate. Oi, love. I love that kick. Let it rip.
Oh, man, I love letting it rip.
I love letting it rip.
And then when I'm thirsty, I drink a bottle of water.
A bottle of water. It's a lovely Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday.
Lovely Tuesday to put a game of Beyblade.
That was
wow.
Good.
I'm officially apologizing to all our British listeners.
All two of our British listeners, I do apologize. It's not the first time I've done a bad accent from a different country before and offended people. So
our British listeners are big fans of the Night Manager too. So they're like, wow.
Dude, I know they are.
Can't believe you mentioned that show.
At first they were so excited because you were mentioning Night Manager. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, yeah, okay, Beyblade's cool. And then instantly they were like, and Calder's offensive. I can't stand this guy. But Alec, you just were like, I'm gonna watch this video again. It's been a while. I better see.
Yeah, you gotta refamiliarize yourself with some of the greats, the Beyblades, man.
I like it.
It's just so funny. There's another one that's called like Beyblade World Champion Part 1. It's also fun too. It's just like funny how like the world has changed. And I mean, there's like a whole stage and everything. They go all out, and these you can tell these. There's really no skill outside of building the tops, the Beyblades themselves, like, and
Right.
also like, I guess the little Ripper thing you can buy like an enhanced version. But like, there's really other than that, like all the stadiums, I think they're the exact same. I don't know.
It's
I always
love,
had
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
it's just fun. Just always fun to just revisit your roots.
I don't know if you ever, but I've one fun Beyblade story and then one little quick tangent of something else. But I'm in my old house. I grew up with my siblings in a for a few years in a trailer house, right before we moved into our childhood home, and we had a big divot in the middle of it, and we played Beyblades, which is like in the middle of our kitchen. We used to play Beyblades in that divot, and we're like 5 years old or something. Like, we're not very old at this point. And so like my older brother's like 6 or whatever, and we're playing Beyblades in the kitchen, and that was like one of my core memories of that old house is playing Beyblades in our like kitchen divot. And I was like, this is awesome. And then when we moved into the new house, we had a basement. It was concrete, right? And I remember there's still this thing on the floor. I would chip away at the concrete in the basement to try and make a bowl to play Beyblade in, because my little kid brain was like, yeah, Beyblades aren't played in like an arena. I don't think we ever own an arena. It was just the Beyblades are played in a hole in the floor, like a divot, a rounded part of the floor. And so there's still this big chunk where my father yelled at me, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Because they had just, we just moved into this new house, and they poured the concrete and all this stuff. And there's this like massive, not that massive. I was probably only 7 by the time this actually happens, but like chunks of, like, I was hammering away at the ground of the basement. But to what you remark, Alec, on old videos of tournaments and stuff like that, I don't know if you guys remember a Tactics at all.
Heck
It was
yes.
it's kind of a like kid version of HeroClix. And I had it before I ever knew what HeroClix was. But there were Star Wars, Transformers, and Marvel, and maybe some more. Maybe, I don't remember, but there was at least those 3, and they all had flick fire missiles, or they had like, you would pull them, like their torsos would twist, and they would like snap forward, like they had a little spring, right? So like the Jedi had big lightsabers, you would pull them back, you would like put a finger on their base, then you'd let them flick. And the way you downed a character, or like the way you KO'd a character, was if you hit them with a flick fire missile, or you like hit them over with a character that could spin around and like just hit them with like force, momentum, and stuff. And I got really deep into that because I saw a video talking about a Tactics, and it made me go back and like buy some Captain America ones, because I used to have all these Transformers ones and whatever. And I found a video of their like 2006 or something local tournament of these guys doing this old school vlog. And there's something so pure and so cool about these vlogs of these people traveling to these old tournaments. There's an old like Magic video too of them going to a tournament, but there's something just crazy unreal about like, dang, it's 2007 in this video, and it feels like it. It feels like it. It looks like it. And media from that time just looks so different. I feel like media 5 years ago, 10 years ago doesn't feel that different. Like currently. So like finding those old videos is like, there's something wild, like time capsule about those old videos, and I just love it so much.
It's like the Hawaiian shirts that they all wear. I feel like they always wear some type of like button-up shirt with like a long sleeve shirt underneath it. That was a big thing during that era. I feel like that's how I always see it, at least, just like the button-up shirts with the long sleeve shirts underneath it.
Maybe that's sure. I know. I picture it.
Yeah,
the style is different. The Y2K style, the mid 2000s, all that stuff. That is probably like the biggest differences is style, how people look. If you can't tell it like based on like video quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really quickly, what made me happy this week? I hit Lord with Elsa Bloodstone. If we were actually a consistent weekly podcast, you would have heard that all I did for the last few weeks was like nonstop every night. Hey, who wants to play Marvel Rivals? Let's hop on Marvel Rivals. I bugged Alec about it a lot. Bugged a few other people by chance about it a lot. I finally hit Lord with Elsa Bloodstone. I was really happy about that. At first I wanted to lord her out before the end of February. That was insane. I lorded her out 2 days ago. And what that basically means is I have like 20 something, 30 whatever hours of just playing Elsa Bloodstone for the past like month. She came out mid-February. She came out February 13th, and I loaded her in just a little over a month of pretty much nothing but playing Elsa Bloodstone. There was a lot of many days missing. I know I wasn't on that grind, but that was really fun. And then I went to MomoCon. I went to an anime convention in Kansas City. It was a really fun convention. If you follow me on Facebook, you can kind of see a lot of pictures and videos from that convention there. It was a really good time. It was one of the most fun anime conventions I've ever been to. That's it. That's all I want to say for what made me happy this week. It was a great week. Had a phenomenal, fantastic week.
Heck yeah. That sounds awesome.
Gentlemen, shall we
Mhm.
talk about the watch list?
Why? No one's talking about it online at all. Why would we bother mentioning it?
It is a watch list that I do think is going under the radar for a lot of people. It seems that it doesn't really spark much controversy, and I get it.
All right.
I mean, I do too. Yeah. why would anyone be upset?
I thank you for allowing there to be just enough awkward silence.
Oh, absolutely.
No, the watch list is pretty big, right? So I will go ahead. We'll just take it in chunks and we'll kind of get everybody's idea. So I believe we mentioned this on a previous episode, but what was being on the watch list was going to be Beetlejuice, Ares, Perdegaton, and the Destroyer Armor. I don't even know if that's what they all said was going to be on it, but that's what's on this one. Really quickly, did you guys agree with those things being on the watch list? Do you think they missed anything initially?
Well, how long you want to be here?
It's like, yeah,
Wow,
there's
okay.
definitely some stuff that got missed. So, like, if you want to go into that, we can. But
Okay, we don't have to. Fine. I'll just read the erratas and we can talk about them. Really quickly, all of these changes are effective in all formats and are effective on March 23rd. An errata issued to game elements will be added to the win on that date, which will be visible here, which it does have a little cute text link, which is awesome. I love to see that. Warner Brothers Iconics number 1001 Betelgeuse. Shout out Beetlejuice. The result is that there is no change. The explanation is because Beetlejuice has become a hot button topic among fans and was the primary focus of the rules team with this watch list. Multiple erratas were tested and the possibility of a ban was weighed. Ultimately, the WizKids team came to the conclusion that Modern is in a healthier state with Beetlejuice than without, and the potential confusion of a second errata to him outweighed the potential upsides of softening his anti-free trade. Beetlejuice will, however, be rotating out of Modern alongside the next rotation. Given that it is healthy for some restrictions on free actions to exist, future figures may explore a similar design space, but will not be as restrictive as Beetlejuice. Okay. Thoughts?
Go ahead, Bill.
hold on. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you got it.
I will say that I don't agree, but I'm not as upset as everyone else. Well, I shouldn't say everyone else. I don't know, it might be like a loud minority online, like on Facebook and whatever, where I would have preferred him to be, frankly, just banned. He's already banned in Silver, and I would have preferred a banning in Modern. But that being said, I kind of get it where they're not a big fan of doing that kind of stuff, despite what we're going to see a little bit later on in this watch list update. He's going to rotate, as they stated in their explanation, after Worlds, and I'm not livid. We've all been playing our HeroClix games in the Beetlejuice realm, if you will, for the last couple of years, and it hasn't been what I would want to see, but it's not that terrible. I'm not happy with it. I would have preferred if he got banned, but he's going to be banned. He's effectively, I'm assuming, gone, because he's already, like I said, banned in Silver. He'll rotate, and that'll be the end of Beetlejuice. So, I'm not livid. Alec?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with you for, I think, all that stuff. I wouldn't say I'm livid. I would just say I just don't understand why. I guess I'm not understanding the reasoning. They said it's like the potential to for a second errata. The team came to the conclusion it's a healthier state that with Beetlejuice in it than without. But to me, it's like, so you're saying that free actions are unhealthy. Well, that's just part of the game. So you're kind of losing me on that. I don't really understand that. Um, I I don't know. I feel like it cripples a ton of characters, and it does so much to them, and it genuinely just sucks to have like that element be a part of the game because it just neuters so many things, and it's so oppressive. It warps the game around you, and it's basically playing a game but then taking away a huge aspect of the game for some people. And I don't know. I don't understand their reasoning. I know they gave a reason. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think they should have done this. I think they should have just banned him. I understand like the waiting. Well, it's almost out of modern. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't want to play. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait till it's gone.
Well, I will say I do think the almost out of modern argument, excuse, whatever you want to call it, is kind of null and void to an extent when we get to a later inclusion on the list. So I do think that was a silly thing for them to even say, especially when another figure is going to be rotated more than likely this next year. And so therefore, why did that figure get banned? It seems silly. But to not jump ahead and to talk about Beetlejuice really quick, I see where everybody is kind of coming from. I know I'm pretty soft on Beetlejuice as far as a lot of like things go. I'm not very wow, I absolutely hate this guy. I can't believe he exists. He ruins the game. And I'm not like I love this guy. I think he needs to be in the game. I'm pretty I wouldn't say middle of the road because I'm definitely on the side of things that I think Beetlejuice is relatively healthy for the game. I do think a limiter on free actions is good. Look at the absurd amount of free actions any given character can do. 15 point, not even that they're good, but Snatch to Recruit, right, with the ring, has sidestep, perplex, and can make a construct. That is a 15-point element that makes 3 different free actions that all take decisions, that all take time. Like, I do think free actions waste a lot of time in HeroClix. I think they're useful. I mean, obviously, I would never say any given like core element game mechanic, move, action, attack, range, power, and free. Like those are the base just actions you can do. So I don't think they're bad, but I do think a lot of characters are overloaded with free actions. And I think some limiter on that is good. The green power battery at a time, science police officer back in 2014 or whatever. Merlin, even though Merlin was such a pain in the butt to even play yourself, no one really liked playing him. And he didn't really do super well. So like all of these things I think are good. I do think having a limit on free actions is good. Do I think massive board wide effects are good? No, absolutely not. I do think if Beetlejuice had some kind of thing that said like within his range, can't use free actions, or something like that. But thematically, I like the idea that he stops it from you and your opponent, but of course, you yourself can plan for that. But I also think everybody is already planning for Beetlejuice. It's tough. As a fan of like Beetlejuice the musical and the movie, I love the idea that you say his name 3 times, he comes in, he causes havoc, deals himself damage, deals you guys damage, is just absolute like agent of chaos. Like, I think that's such a flavor win. That doesn't mean that it's actually fun to play against or fun. Because like Matt Reed has talked about, and a few other people have talked about, the Captain America that Matt Spencer and I made is like not totally unplayable. I don't think he's super amazing, but he does a lot of free actions. And because Beetlejuice exists, it does really hurt him. So that is kind of sad. So there are reasons for me to not love Beetlejuice, but I don't hate him, I guess. So I honestly, I'm okay with him getting no change overall. I know people don't like that, but I do think an element of limiting free actions is necessary in the game. Sorry, I meant to say I'm okay with him not getting outright banned. I do wish he would have had some kind of change to make him less popular, less offensive, whatever it is. Whether that be within his range value or even like characters he targeted with an attack can't use free actions, something. I do think there's some way to limit it. A mass blanket map wide effect, I don't think those are good. I am against map wide blanket effects, period.
Yeah, I get what I agree with you. I would say anytime it shuts down just multiple things and on top of that, it's hard to get rid of too. Like, there's so many ways to keep. This is strictly speaking about sideline Beetlejuice here. It's just like there's so many different things to keep him in the game longer and keeps him going longer and keeps him alive. It's hard. It becomes very hard to remove him. Now, there's another thing. I mean, like it was on the whatever you call it, the ban list, but the Sorcerer Supreme Loki, like that's another issue in my opinion. I know this is kind of a tangent, but like the issue with that is it's map wide and then it stays even when he's gone. I think that's a big issue too. So when you have these map wide effects that are hard to get rid of or almost not at all, like you can't get rid of it, it's an issue in my opinion. So I agree with you on that.
Absolutely. Real good. We want to move on to Ares. That's kind of our biggest one.
Yeah, that was the one that was going to take up the most time. So we got it out of the way first.
Cool. So shout out Ares from the Black Panther set. His results, the trait from Olympus, Ares' armory, is errated as follows. So I'll read the old one, I'll read the new one. Old trait, sideline active. Once per game when a friendly character that can use Blades, Claws, Fangs makes a close attack, they may target all adjacent opposing characters with that attack. If they do, they must use Blades, Claws, Fangs for that attack. And they roll a separate d6 for each hit character. When they do, if Ares is on the map, the minimum result is instead the character's printed damage value +1. The new one, sideline active. Once per game when a friendly character uses Blades, Claws, Fangs, before rolling, they may choose that after resolutions, they deal each adjacent opposing character other than the target damage equal to half the result for that Blades, Claws, Fangs. When they do, if Ares is on the map, the minimum result is instead the character's printed damage value +1. So the biggest change is instead of rolling, I believe, and you can correct me on this, is instead of rolling a separate d6 for each person, the d6 that's used for the main target of the attack, they get dealt the full d6, whatever of that damage. Everybody else that is adjacent to you, the attacker, so if you have Giant Reach, that all counts as being adjacent, and just takes half the damage instead. Right?
Yeah.
The d6 roll. Okay, cool. Thoughts, feelings.
All right, well, a quick question first, because I'm dumb. So the original ruling was when a friendly character that can use Blades, Claws, Fangs, and then the new ruling is when a friendly character uses Blades, Claws, Fangs. Was that just like a cleanup on the wording, or is it some weird rule interaction?
I do think there are several weird special versions of Blades, Claws, Fangs that were just odd, right? So I do think that specifically saying not just somebody that can use it, but because it says there's a period separating, right? I believe.
Oh, sure.
I feel like there's weird. I feel like there was some weird stuff happening. So it says they get to target all opposing characters with that attack, period, and then it says if they do, comma, they must use Blades, Claws, Fangs. So I feel like that was just sloppy wording, and they're just really cleaning up the wording on Ares to fit better, like retroactively.
Well, so on the original wording I see now, you didn't have to use Blades, Claws, Fangs. It just said when a friendly character that can use Blades, Claws, Fangs makes a close attack. So you didn't have to use blades on the actual initial target, just all of the rest of them from the original wording, right? So yeah, I guess that's.
Well, I get. No, you just read the next sentence, Bill. If they do, you must use Blades, Claws, Fangs for that attack.
Oh, okay, sure, okay, yeah.
I think they just like condensed it a little. I don't know.
I guess I'm wasting everyone's time here. Yes, thoughts on the actual change though. Calder.
Me personally, yeah, I am okay with any relative nerf. I do see people saying that this is actually kind of a buff in some regards. And sure, we can get into that. I honestly am not smart enough to see how it's a buff yet. I'm sure Alec or Bill or you guys may know.
I think I get it, but
anything that stops, like I do heavily dislike like 400 miles. Not a big fan of a crazy hyper effective like attacker that can just once per game. You know, it feels bad. Like, I think Ares Bomb is very wishy-washy, like, one way and the other, right? If you finally use him and you botch all your D6 rolls, it's like, wow, what a waste of time, right? But then if you use him and it's like 5, 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, and it's like, geez, dude, let a homie breathe. Like, it's pretty tough. So I don't really like getting Ares bombed. I don't think it's very fun. So I don't like it, so I'm okay with the idea that it's now half from the original attack, gets spread across people, versus being like, and they'll take 6 damage exploit, they'll take 5 damage. I'm like, jeez, this kind of sucks. So I overall like the change, unless somebody then says something that I didn't realize. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I'm okay with it.
You want me to tell you why it's a buff?
Sure.
So I By the way, I literally got this idea from Joe Harrison, reigning world champion. So I didn't think of this myself. I probably would not have even noticed this. But you attack, you use Blade Claw's fangs on one character, right?
Yep.
You hit him. Your character has hypersonic. You blink away, and then just land yourself next to a bunch of other characters and just hit them all with the second half of it. So
I see.
So
That
like
is
yeah, if
crazy,
honestly if
actually.
Joe had not pointed
Wow.
that out to me, I would not have gotten that.
Dang.
But I mean, I might have figured it out eventually, but my initial reading was, oh man, he's so much worse. And I think in most situations he is much worse. But like
No.
you hit the
Yeah,
first
I
character,
see specifically with hypersonic speed. That is nuts.
let's say your character's like a 12 speed
dang.
hypersonic. You just run away and just I'm just gonna hit everybody now. Boom. Like I mean, yes, I get it's not as much damage, but you can move really far and then Ares bomb the rest of the people.
Yeah,
Yeah, that actually is
I think
pretty
it's a good
nuts.
change. It makes it a little bit different. I like it. It doesn't really bother me. I miss the multiple targets. I think that's the big thing that I miss. It makes a lot of characters who have a single target have multiple targets for one attack. Uh, Other than that, I think it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. None. I don't think it makes Ares unplayable.
No.
I think he's worse overall. Like, but yeah, maybe someone will figure out something crazy to do, like hypersonicking away, or I haven't thought about the other possible interactions with something like, I don't know, like there's probably a lot of random stuff in Silver that maybe you can pop away and what is it like Arachnite? Maybe Arachnite might be able to do something really random with that. We don't need to try and get into those details yet. There might be something crazy in there.
That's Ares. Moving right along to Masters of Time 040, Perdegaton. His result is that he is banned in all formats. I will read the explanation on this one. One of the great things in HeroClix is that teams with a limited number of members from time to time can go toe-to-toe with teams with a large number of options because of the benefits of playing a small cluster that are so great. Perdegaton could have been that for Time Stealers, but we missed the mark. Instead, it was a piece that discouraged players from using theme teams and homogenized builds to often feel like 260 or 280 points. Plus, Perdegaton. Right. The problem is as bad or worse in Silver. Given the degree of change he'd need to be reined in, and his direction being almost totally opposite of what it would be in the format, the WizKids team has opted to simply remove him from the metagame. So, kind of two takeaways here. Perdegaton was already banned in Silver, so that's kind of a non-issue. Although he is worse in Silver, 100% with the advent of the way bigger starting areas are in Silver. Big things like my Flash in my Arizona State's Silver team would have been way worse if you move my main taxi like out of the way. Like so much setup is destroyed by Perdegaton, and I'm very happy that he's banned in Silver. He just makes the general idea of a taxi existing horrible. he just kind of ruins that. That was my one big takeaway. Number two, and this is just a retrospective like reference to Beetlejuice, it does seem silly, I would say, since he's only available in Modern, and then I guess Pulp. He's already banned in Pulp, he's already banned in Silver. I think he's not, of all Modern elements, I don't think Perdegaton needed to be banned, and I do think he should fall into the same guys that, yes, this piece is bad or annoying or whatever to play against, but he's going to rotate in September. Don't need to worry about him. I'm not upset that he's banned. I guess I'm upset that he's banned versus a lot of other things. And that's pretty much my thoughts on Perdegaton.
Yeah, I mean, you got it, Bill?
Go ahead, Alec. Go ahead, Alec.
I think personally, I really like Perdegaton as just like being a overall band-aid support piece, just exactly what it said. Builds that often need like a couple extra points for support, and he kind of fills the entire role, and unfortunately he's gone now. I think now you got to be more strategic about your support. I think it was really nice that like even when the Scott Porter era, I knew that at least 50 points of build could go towards just those two figures. Now, I don't agree with Eileen. They kind of ruined theme teams and then said, "Oh, by the way, you like theme teams are out now because you don't have the role." But now you can play these two figures and have a theme team, and you get all these perks. They might have been a little much, but I think that having 20 points dedicated to support, TK, prob, leadership is really, really good. And on top of that, he had some really good improved movement and improved targeting abilities too. I think the big issue was just his placement. I think if they would have just eroded that and said, hey, 40 points or higher, you can do this, but not at the 20-point line anymore. I think that was a really big issue. In my opinion, I think that was the one thing that was like, oh yeah, that's pretty big for 20 points. Also, the prob being pulse wave proof is kind of funky too, but
Right.
I think overall I think he's not bad for the game. I think he's actually good for the game. I would rather you be able to play 280 points and then tack this guy on and say, well, here's most of my support, and then I get to play 280 points of whatever the heck I want to play. So that's just my opinion on that, though. I don't know. I don't think he should have been banned. I think he should have been changed a little bit. The placement thing should have been changed.
Bill.
In general, I agree with what both of you guys are saying. And I'm not mad about him being banned, though, because I'm choosing to look on the bright side of things, and that's I hope they start banning more stuff. And maybe this is like they're dipping their toe into the water of maybe we'll start banning stuff and we'll do this first and see how much people complain or what the reaction is. And yeah, I mean, they could have just waited for a few months and I would have been fine. And he just rotate, and he was already banned, and Silver obviously banned in Pulp too, and wouldn't have been a big deal. But I'm hoping this is them trying to realize that like maybe there should be some more bans. I also like the fact that they mentioned the whole like no one plays theme thing in part of the reason why he got banned. So it's like no one does play theme. I would know because I track all that, and yeah, no one plays theme. So maybe my hope, silver lining, is this is good for the future. And we'll look back on this and go, you know what? That was when WizKids got a little more active in trying to keep the meta more reined in. And so we'll think of it as a positive.
I think that would be what I would agree with the most. If this makes WizKids be overall more active, taking a note out of, just because I've been obsessed with it recently, Marvel Rivals, taking a note of their playbook, if there were, let's say like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, whatever, right? The first 4 months or first 3 months, whatever, all that stuff. If they looked at what was played the most and were just like rotating ban list, this is banned in Modern now. Okay, this isn't. This gets in errata. I know that could be confusing. It's a little more difficult for a tabletop game than it is just an online game where it's just like, oh yeah, physically it just moves differently now versus, oh no, wait, hey, that card's not legal. I know that's a little more difficult, but still, I would love a super active ban list where it's like, we're going to try banning Halt Mutant and this for a while. Oh, now like Loki is an issue and therefore like Halt Mutant's not an issue. Let's get it off the ban list and then ban this instead. Like, I don't know if they've ever unbanned anything. I think like when they banned like Amit's Tomb or Faust was like an early rotate. Like I think Amit's Tomb was like one of the first banned things ever. And then there's like Silver has kind of a pseudo rotating ban list. But Silver really only gets looked at once a year, it feels, when all of the states happen. And then they try to ban a bunch of stuff beforehand. Doesn't really feel like they take anything off afterward before Huntington's. I've never noticed that anyways. But I think just overall, a way more involved ban list, watch list, whatever would be really cool. I think if the watch list had like 30 things on it, I wouldn't mind that at all. I would not hate that. Now, I'm not a competitive player. I just play at my whatever events, so it wouldn't freak me out at all. But I do think like a rotating ban list and a super heavy watch list, because let's be real, of these 4 things, I think 2 of them actually needed to be on the watch list. Like I think Beetlejuice needed to be here. I think Ares needed to be here. And like that's it. Honestly, I don't even think Predicted needed to be on the watch list, let alone banned. So I do just think if they had a huge watch list and rotating bans, that would actually be really cool, and it would make me more interested in actually like playing competitive, because then I know they're watching it a lot more and they care more about like the state and the health of the game. I actually think that'd be awesome.
That's interesting. I wonder how that would work. I mean, you kind of explained it, but that'd be interesting to see it in a HeroClix form. I agree. I think that'd be kind of fun.
I mean, like let's say, whatever. We just had season 4 this year. That would be January to March. Season 4 wrapped up states, wrapped up CCOs. Now we're moving on to Champion Clix Open. Nationals is going to be soon, and Huntington's is going to be soon. The middle of the year, summer events of the year. That can be Season 5. Post Season 5, what if they just banned all one-shots, saw what then summer states were, some of the summer nationals were, and then they go before Worlds, they go, let's unban all the one-shots. Now that's like an extreme, but then like seasons of HeroClix play feel really unique. To then devil's advocate my own self, there's not enough people playing HeroClix and there aren't enough HeroClix events to maybe totally feel the impact of doing crazy stuff like that. I still think it would be fun.
Yeah, they should definitely try it. I think at this point, like, it's still very new and it's growing, so you kind of want to see like what works and what doesn't. I think it'd be fun for like, hey, this year is going to be the season year or whatever. Next couple of years.
And then Destroyer. I'm not going to read Destroyer. There's no change. They say it's a staple equipment. I do think this is funny. Giving access to penetrating damage, boosted close attacks. And I'm like, well, let's not be coy. Let's get past that, shall we? And then it's most frequently and potential defense buffs consistent of willpower and, of course, the +2. Like, thank you. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes of this. I do think Destroyer is really strong. I don't love that it gives the +2 defense on arguably also the best click. I think if it was like +2 defense on its Pensai click with toughness, but +2 defense, invulnerability, and it being a giant with the insane willpower, I do think that's a little nuts for 15 points. I don't think it needed a change. I just don't think anything ever should blanket give away +2 defense. If I could make any change to it, it would be that the invulnerability giant click was like a 0 for defense. I think the Pensai or close combat expert click with toughness that have a worse reducer should get a higher defense. Not the best reducer getting the best defense. That would be the only change I would make, but I'm still not upset that there's no change, I guess.
I agree, Calder. The problem is that like the dial itself like already states like what the positives you're going to get are. So like that'd have been really tough for them.
Yeah, I know.
That's a really weird errata to do. I think it's fine that it just is what it is and it's going to rotate. And if they want to ban it in silver, I don't even think I'll be honest, for 15 points, it's fine. It's really good. And if we're going to start banning everything that's really good, no, I don't think it's broken though. So it's fine to me.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's nothing to worthwhile talking about, especially now that that power can just literally just get erased here soon.
Yeah.
By Loki. So it's just like, why would I ban it? You can just get rid of it with a incredibly probably going to see a lot of it at CCO, but I don't know. I don't see any issue with it.
Alec, don't spoil everything. We can talk about that soon.
Speaking of the Champion Clix Open, unless there are any final thoughts we have on the watch list. No? Feeling good?
I think that was good. I think we did a good job with that.
Yeah, I think we did a great job. I think we did an objectively correct job. And our opinions are the only opinions that matter. You can disregard everybody else on the internet. That was sarcasm for
all those people that are actually playing at CCO. Your opinions don't matter.
I agree. I think that's based. I think that's true. All right.
All the real ones are sitting here talking about CCO, not actually playing at it.
True. That is us. All right, guys. Speaking of the Champion Clix Open, that's this weekend. It's literally, this episode's gonna come out tomorrow. So today, if you are at the CCO, you're gonna be playing the double issue format right now, which is the 2 players on 1 map. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read the rules, bro. The double issue is mega super crazy confusing, but it is gonna be in the middle of the day. It's gonna be at 2:30 Eastern time over there. So if you're listening this before that, you're taking a little stroll around the pool and you're like, wow, I wonder what Calder, Bill, and Alec are talking about right now while I'm at Florida and I'm just kind of chilling, walking around the pool, doing whatever. If that's you, hey, good luck this weekend, man. Do your best. Like, please, let us know how it goes and all that jazz. Or if you're at home like us and everything, then you're also maybe listening to this in between the morning time or afternoon time watching the stream on Dial H for HeroClix on YouTube.com. I'm sure everybody listening to this podcast, if you are at home and not in Florida, or you're in Florida but far away and not at the CCO, you're probably watching the Dial H stream. Well, of course you are. Go watch it. But anyways, no matter what, that's what's happening today is the W issue format. There's also the Silver Age Pulp Championship on Friday, and there's the big bread and butter. Saturday the 21st has the 300 Modern Age Championship. By the way, nuts. Registration starts at 8 a.m., and then the first game is played at 9 a.m. That's just that's so early. I mean, like, awesome. That's awesome. But, like, so early. Same thing with, like, the team event. And I know the team event's on Sunday, so you got to get it rolling. But, like, registration, 7 a.m. Ends at 8:15. Seating is, like, 8:30, right? Like, so somewhere in there is, like, opening your brick and making your team and stuff. But, like, whoa. So early. They got to get, they're running a tight ship at CCO.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we doing, Bill? Tell me, spin me a tale. Tell me a story.
Mm-hmm. About
many things. Okay, fine. I'll lead into it a different way. First, we'll have a little more discussion before I lead into it. What are your guys' thoughts overall on the HeroClix Open? Pulp.
Right, you know what? Actually, let's do this first. Actually, Calder.
Oh, well, that's what I was trying to do.
Well, I mean, Calder, you caught me a little off guard there. Okay, we're gonna do something fun here. All right, we're gonna do something fun. We'll give our overall thoughts after this. But hope you guys who are listening at home, maybe right now you're on a plane going down, getting ready to play in CCO. Maybe you're in a
plane's not going down too early. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you're in a plane going down, landing safely. In Florida, as you're getting ready to play in a great event. Me, Calder, and Alec are going to do a little draft here, where we each pick 5 game elements that we think are going to be most likely to end up on the winning team in 300 Modern and CCO. And we're going to do it in a snake order for those of you, who remember back when people played fantasy football and whatever. We're going to do it like that. Draft order is going to be Calder first, because it's...
Oh, wow. You're just going to let me go first?
Calder goes first, because it's Calder's podcast. Alec goes second, because Alec came second at Nationals. And I go third, because I'm the third best player at HeroClix in this actual podcast. That's how it's going to work. Snake order, though. So that means I get the 3rd pick and the 4th pick. And then we go reverse order, so then Alec would get the 5th, and so on. You can pick any game element. You want to pick upper body, you can pick it. You want to pick phone booth. You want to pick Chase Loki. You want to pick whatever. You want to pick an equipment. You want to pick longsword. Whatever. You can do it. We're gonna go round by round. We each will pick five things, and then we will see who wins after this weekend. Who got the most correct?
Who gets the most correct? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then as a tiebreaker at the end, we will each pick the number of points scored by the person who won the event. And you cannot pick 300. For the specific reason that a lot of times it's just someone just like, all right, I can see it. It's the last game, whatever. If that's the case, then it's a tie. That is the tiebreaker. So there's no like, I'm going to pick 300 because it's the most obvious thing that you would pick, right? But we all get the rules. All of you listening at home, feel free to criticize our picks and how dumb we are that we didn't pick something. But Calder gets the first overall pick. Alec, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is scary. All right, Calder. I did not think you would just... I thought it was going to be like randomized. So before the show, Bill asked me what my number one pick would be. And so I now realize he used that to his evil, conniving advantage. I do still think my number one pick is going to be upper body.
Are you good with that? Your number one pick is going to be upper body?
I'm going to lock in upper body. I think a 0-point element is, especially a non-sideline 0-point element, I think it just makes a lot of sense to lock in something like that. That is, I'm 100% locking in upper body is my number one pick.
I got it on there. Calder's got upper body. Alec, you're up.
Yeah, I think My number one draft pick for this, I would say, would have to go.
Did Calder leave you your number one overall pick, or would you have picked up Bravado?
Yeah.
Okay,
he actually
did?
did leave us, so I appreciate.
Okay.
It's going to have to be the Crimson Bands of Sidorak.
Wow.
All right, the one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson Bands.
Absolutely.
All right.
Are we snake drafting this? Two.
We're snake drafting. So I get to go. I get to go twice in a row now. So
okay.
I'm going to pick Major Brock's Bunker as my pick number 3, and then with pick number 4, I will go with Halt Mutant.
Those are so good.
Beautiful.
I know they are both good. Now, Alec, it's now Alec's pick.
Yep, with the 5th overall pick in the draft, Alec Musser selects Nico Minoru from Strange Tales.
Nico Minoru picking a main board figure.
Mm-hmm.
Kaboom, Alex. So now it's Calder's pick. Calder, you get 2 in a row.
I get okay. Man, I really feel like I'm in a tough spot right now. I think I'm gonna choose Fortify.
Okay. You sure about that?
I think
that?
Fortify is a really safe pick. I think going Fortify and Beetlejuice. I think those
Beetlejuice, very good pick.
Yeah, I think those are what I'll have to lock down.
All right, Alec, you're up next with pick number 8.
With the 8th overall pick, Alec Musser selects Animal Man from Lantern Legacy.
Alec. I hate you, Alec. That's what I wanted to select.
Son of a gun! I should have chose that over Fortify.
I really, you know what? I really wanted Animal Man. I was like, please tell me Alec's not picking Animal Man, because like I'm about to dance. I'm about to dance my way up there, up to the dais with my card being like, I'm picking Animal Man.
I got you, dude. I got you.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Alec Musser with Animal Man. Can't believe he lasted until the 8th pick. Yeah, Animal Man falls to the 8th pick. Somewhere Patrick Frazier is cursing us. He's so mad.
He's already been doing that, I'm sure.
Okay, now it's getting a little tougher because I think there was a lot of like that. We kind of now have all the best stuff. I get 2 picks. I'm gonna pick. Now I gotta think a little bit. I'm gonna go with.
I'm like shaking right now. I'm like, man.
Oh my gosh!
What could this be, dude?
I'm gonna go with Resolve of the Green for the first one.
Really? Resolve?
I love me some Resolve of the Green. You don't like Resolve of the Green? You're wrong.
I kind of don't, but I know it's good.
Hater. Ooh, you know what? Watch this. Perdegatant.
Stop.
Good one.
He's still legal, bro.
That is good. No,
it's his last hurrah.
We forgot to mention that during the actual watch list. This will not be active until the 23rd. Did you? Okay. Did you? Okay, all right. So it's not active.
I said that, bro.
Perdegaton off the board. Alec, you're up.
So
pick number 11. We're out of the top 10.
With the 11th pick of the draft, Alec Musser selects Black Flash from the DC Comics set.
I do like it. all around the country, people right now are saying Reach, and I'm like, you're wrong. That's not a Reach. He's a beast.
No, I think it's so valid. No, I think it's so fair. It's so good. Oh, it's because these next 2 are my last 2. These are my last 2 picks.
No, you get. No, you got. Yeah. So you get. Yeah, you get this one and.
Dude, I do not like this. If I say a 2x1 piece of elevated terrain, right? That counts.
No, you gotta do the exact one.
No, I don't want to.
No, he's not. No, he's right. He's right. You have to pick the exact one. You can pick it.
Are you serious? Dude, if I pick, that's crazy. I don't want to choose like scaffolding or shelf, and then Joe Harrison's gonna be like, Calder said scaffolding. Does everybody have a shelf? Somebody have a shelf? I'm gonna make
Does somebody have a shelf?
Calder, just pick pew, and then
dude, the pew is not getting played, dude. What are we talking about? Oh, that is so much scarier. Because at first I was like, that's it. I think terrain is still. I feel like I want to choose terrain, but I feel like I have to. It's like head. I don't want to lock anything in. Wait, let me think, dude. Because these are my last two picks. This is all I get. But I don't want to say a bunch of stuff either, so I don't want to give you guys any ideas.
Yeah, you do not want to give us any ideas.
No, dude, I don't. I really don't. I think head is a good one.
I really
wish I could just say 2x1 elevated. I hate your rules, Bill. At this very moment in time,
I was cool with letting it slide.
Here's the thing, Alec is also going to pick a 2x1 elevated. That's why it's got to be fair.
That's right. If you pick scaffolding, I'm picking shelf.
Dude, if we actually gentlemen's like shook hands and your fifth pick was shelf, if I choose scaffolding, I would actually be like, okay. Let's see who, because that would be hilarious.
Can we have 6 picks? Can we both have 6
pieces of terrain? You've got 2 picks, right? So just go.
I have 2 picks. I'm gonna choose scaffolding.
No, don't do it.
I'm not doing that. That's so bad. That's so bad. Oh my god.
We'll have a side bet.
I think I'm gonna say dumpster fire overhead. I'm gonna say dumpster fire.
Okay, he's big on dumpster fire.
I think it's good.
So your first pick is dumpster fire.
My fourth pick person. I don't know what pick this is in the draft, but my fourth pick
is number 13.
Fire,
You're in pick number 13.
So 13 in the Dial H draft for CCO is going to be dumpster fire. Gosh, dude, I really think I'm just going to choose head. I think
pick 12. Pick 12 is dumpster fire. You're now in pick 13.
Pick 12 is dumpster fire, and this is 13. There are other things I want to choose, but I think terrain being free. I do think upper body, dumpster fire, and head are the number one special terrains. I don't think
you want Sentinel head. Play. You're gonna go.
I actually think I'm gonna choose Sentinel head, and I'm gonna so kick myself because I think there's a really obvious pick that no one's chosen yet. But because it's not terrain, I don't want to say it, and I don't even want to whatever. So I am gonna go with this. But I do feel like
there are a few ones out there that I'm sure people right now are saying, "How have you guys not picked this?"
Right.
I mean, when we're only picking
a lot of sideline stuff
5, there's a lot of stuff left on the table, right? Where it's like there's a lot left. But that's kind of the point of this. If I made this like way longer, we just pick everything. But it's not as cool. You want to have some stuff left on the table and make us look like we're really dumb because we are. But anyways, Alec, let's hear it.
For the final pick of Alec Musser's draft. Alec Musser selects the Ring of Telekinesis.
Great pick.
Dude, I was literally saying like that's also a free element. Shoot. That's good.
Oh yeah, I was looking at it the whole time. I'm like,
that's good.
There's a couple adjacent figures that I'm looking at. I'm like, I'm kind of surprised that these aren't getting picked. But I'm
that's
like,
a great pick. Whatever. There's no question.
Is there going to be a difference between Animal Man and the avatar of Animal Man?
No, it's fine. We're not going to be that. We're not going to be lame like that.
But scaffolding?
Calder, those have different names. We're not going to be lame. All right, there's no lame. Animal Man counts. We get what it is. He's playing Animal Man. Right. If the person is playing main force Animal Man, he still gets that too. It's one way or another. And with the final pick number 15 of the 2026 CCO main event 300 modern draft, William de Rocher selects Ares.
Yeah,
that's another one.
I actually had Ares typed on my own sheet for a second.
Let's go through some notables that were not picked real quick. Destroyer armor.
That was also up there for me.
Yep. Reverse Flash. Sissa, Mjolnir. Black Panther, Panther.
So I guess this is the part where we can start talking about actually what we think will happen to CCO2.
I
While
do
we go
think-
over
I
this.
do think banking your draft on a Chair Panther main force, so like a non-theme, you're kind of banking on some kind of build archetype, right? I don't know if it would have made sense for any of us to choose like Chair Panther, Rogue Prime, heck, even
Rogue Prime was one of my thoughts with the last
right?
pick.
Like,
I was like,
even any of
do I
those,
want to go Rogue Prime?
even those archetypes for builds, they put you in a funnel, they put you in a specific spot, right? So Chair Panther less so than like maybe Rogue Prime or like Kooky Cap or even Loki, but still.
Did anyone else pick a main force element? I picked Nico. I think that might have been the only one.
Well,
right?
Calder picked Beetlejuice. You picked
Oh,
Animal
yeah.
Man.
So
I picked Perdegaton.
Bill chose he did choose a strictly main force. So I think it was only you and Bill that chose a strictly main force element.
Yeah, but you do have Beetlejuice. It could be both.
It could be.
By the way, Beetlejuice could win CCO on main force. That's definitely not out of the realm of
it's
possibility.
very possible. Yeah, very possible.
Am I the only person who picked a map? I think I am. Right? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are, but besides that map, I don't know what other map I would have chosen.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of fair.
Yeah, you picked like in like fantasy football, you picked the best tight end, and the best tight end is like usually like miles ahead better than the other tight ends. It's just like not worth picking until later drafts. You know what I'm saying? For fantasy football, Calder knows what I'm talking about. I got it.
Yeah,
Everybody, Calder, big fan
football.
of fantasy football guy. I think
You notice
everybody
how
at
I've
home
never
gets
had to
to
post I lost at fantasy football. It's because I've never lost at fantasy football, and I've never had to do a fantasy football punishment. That's true.
That is true. You are undefeated at fantasy
I've
football.
never lost at fantasy football. I've never had to do a fantasy football punishment. Those are two true statements.
Do we want to do side bets real quick? Just little tiny baby bets.
Okay.
Is that okay, Bill? This is kind of your
Sure.
thing. Just want to make sure it's not like.
I mean, this is all of our things right now. We're having a good time. I hope the people at home are having a good time too.
This is really fun.
All right. So, on the winning build, what Animal Man power?
Oh, I forgot. I did forget. We're supposed to pick
The point
how many
value.
points we think the final person will score. So, Calder, you can go first. How many points do you think that out of 300, obviously, how many will they score? And you can't pick 300
And I
because
can't pick 300.
299.
I'm gonna choose 185.
185. He says. All right, Alec.
I am going to say, man, this is tough. 185 is a really good guess. Do I be that jerk and say 186?
Oh, you dare!
No, I'm not
Obviously,
gonna do that.
Whoever's closest. So yeah, if you pick
Wow. Are we
186,
doing
I'm gonna-
closest, right? Are we doing closest without going over?
No, I'm gonna say
it's
I'm gonna
just
say
close.
140.
140.
140. He thinks it's going to be a little lower scoring.
What is the state about the state? Of
I mean,
the
that's
game?
like 21 shots, which is what everyone's playing right now.
Exactly,
so.
yeah.
So, by the way, we didn't pick that. Well, I guess we picked a fair amount of one shots, but I will say 160.
Okay.
And-
look at us saying it, man. I'm curious to see if it breaks 200 now. I'd be really curious to see that.
Are you
I mean, I
writing these
think we're
down,
all
Bill?
leaning. Yeah, I've had all written down.
I've also
Nice.
written all these down. I've also kind of
Okay.
typed all these down here.
Cool.
Okay,
just in
so-
case.
I think we're all thinking it's going to be lower because of all the one shots and
Mhm.
Sentinel upper body and Animal Man and Beetlejuice. And by the way, none of us picked Chase Loki, even though, I mean, are we all afraid of Chase Loki? That's going to be a really huge thing. I am. But I just didn't think it was smart to pick one of the
No.
main force pieces because it won't be as spread out.
Not a big main force piece. Not for what we're going for here, especially like how many of these elements will be on the team. I think you want to choose some pretty broad stuff. I'm looking at Alec's spread and I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
The Animal
I'm-
Man.
The
Falling
Animal
to the
Man,
third round.
Animal Man, Ring of TK, Crimson Bands, especially. I do think Nico is nuts, but less so her. But those ones, I'm just like, dang, those are really good.
Yeah, she should have been. She should have been a lower pick. I think I picked her too high, but it ended up pulling out the same.
It's insane that Animal Man got to you at that point, really. Especially, I don't know. I think Bill was right with Brock's Bunker and Halt Mutant though, so I don't want to hate him. I think Bill's one miss is I do think Resolvedly Green is not the defensive one shot it used to be, not in this world, not with all the other stuff going on. So I think that might be a misplay.
Mm-hmm.
Brock's Bunker is legit though. I would be really happy if a lot of people just said, "Yeah, I just didn't bring it because I was flying. And I didn't want to pack it." That'd be so funny. But I don't think that would ever stop somebody from playing like a good map. So
All right.
as funny as it would be.
What power do you think the person with Animal Man, like what power do you think will be when last action is called? What power do you think the winning team's Animal Man's power will be?
That's crazy, Alec.
It
is
tough to track. It'll be tough to track that. I guess we'd have to ask Ian. Ian could probably tell us.
The only way we'll know is if we're watching youtube.com/dialh for HeroClix live stream on Saturday.
If you're
Or
not
HeroClix
watching,
USA
what's wrong with
mooching
you?
off that.
Or
I'm just kidding.
HeroClix USA mooching. Whoa.
I'm just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But
Probably, I think.
maybe not. Who knows?
What do I think his? All right. Well, so are we gonna add
power.
this to the draft just for fun, or are we just doing?
Yeah, I think it's
I have a
fun.
couple.
I think it's
I
fun.
have like two more we could do.
Dang.
But I mean, like, I'm just saying these are just like stupid little. I think the elevated. What's the most used 1x2 elevated? We could say either scaffolding or shelf.
I like that. I'm pro scaffolding. I love scaffolding. I think it's awesome that is specifically 1x2 elevated, because what else is more of a 1x2 elevated than scaffolding? If you've never been up on it, that's hella elevated and hella 1x2 for how it feels to be up there. As someone that once replaced a bunch of windows on scaffolding and was terrified the entire time, it's great.
It's a great time.
It's a great time. I'm pro scaffolding. Let me know in the comment section below if you're pro shelf or pro scaffolding. I'm on scaffolding side. I think let's do that.
I'm shelf.
Most played overall of all the 1x2 elevateds.
And that's that we're all betting on this now.
Yeah.
It's a separate thing, being like which one.
These
I
are side
have
bets.
no real strong opinion on this. I'll go scaffolding just because I like the
Based.
sound of scaffolding.
Yeah, you do. All right, so that means that's a 2-1. So the payout for Alec is going to be big if he wins that. We're all putting like $3,000,
$1,
right? Oh, $1.
So
I'm just kidding.
here's
We're putting $1.
I will bet
Here's
my
the-
Oster. I will bet all of my possessors that I currently own, which one of them is definitely at least Oster, and like 4 of them are Brother Voodoo because I pulled 1 million of him. I'll bet HeroClix.
Okay.
I'll totally bet HeroClix on
Oh shoot! Okay, let's do it.
I'll totally bet HeroClix. I will bet Oster. No, okay, I'll do Doom Supreme for my main bet. So for my main, I will bet my Dr. Doom chase Dr. Doom Supreme. I know it's not amazing, but it's still chase.
Okay.
I'll put that up for the winner to take.
This is for actual main bet, like main,
For the main
one.
bet. For the main bet, I'll put up my chase Dr. Doom Supreme.
I'll put up my Perdegaton.
No.
I'm looking at all the stuff right now. I'm looking at all my shelves just to see what I can bet. If you have something, Bill, go for it.
I didn't realize we were putting real stuff down. Okay, fine.
I
You know,
will bet a T-Rex on scaffolding.
If I can't put Perdegaton, you can't put T-Rex.
Well, here's the problem.
That's a
Calder,
legal development.
here's the problem. So you and I, so here's how it would work,
It's
right?
true.
So if it's scaffolding,
Yeah.
then what happens? Because you and I both pick scaffolding,
Okay.
and then
We get
wait, I
Alec
don't know how it
has to
works.
give us both whatever he bets.
I will give you guys both Murder Machine.
There
I
you
have 2
go.
Murder Machine.
Yo! What a cop, dude. That rocks. So basically,
Murder
I'm saying
Machine.
if Alec beats me on this, I will give him, if he doesn't want T-Rex, I'll think of something of similar.
No,
I'll
T-Rex
give
is
you-
fine. I think it's
That's fine?
hilarious.
Okay. I'll ship you a T-Rex. That's like more expensive to
Yeah,
ship.
you're probably like, I'm glad to get this out of my house, to be
Yeah.
frank.
Kinda.
Yeah. If you and Bill win, I will send you each the Murder
Wow.
Machine from Rebirth, my favorite set of all time.
Alec's favorite set of all time.
He does love Rebirth, ladies and gentlemen. He's like the Stan. He's like the one guy still standing. He's on a corner with a boombox, being like Rebirth.
I have never heard anyone else in HeroClix, by the way.
Yo, okay.
Their favorite set is Rebirth.
Crazy, not crazy story, but for my HeroClix USA Facebook page, when you are at request to join, you have to put your name and your favorite figure, and someone put the Shazam from Rebirth, and I was like, okay. So I'm not the only person who likes Rebirth in the world. That was it. I was very excited about that.
I'm glad. You got okay. Here's another question. How many one-shots will be on the winning build?
6.
6? There's only 6 sideline spots.
Now with Nico.
Not with Nico.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good
safe.
point.
Okay, I think the safe answer is 4. The safe answer is probably 4. I'll go 4.
Calder says 4.
I think you were right the first time. I think it's going to be 6 or 7. You can say 6 again. Go for it.
Nah, you can.
Yeah, I'll let you change your. I'll let you change. You can both say 6.
I'll go 4. No, both go 6.
You know what? I'm going to say 5.
Alec,
I'm going to say it's 3 Nico one-shots and then 2 paid-for one-shots. So I'm going to say 5.
Okay.
I'll say 3 then. I'll go low end.
3?
I'll say 3. I say Nico won't win.
I do think 6 is the right one.
This is the winning team, right?
Yeah,
we're winning.
If Nico doesn't win, I don't think there's any way there's 4 or 5 one-shots.
I think Nico will win, though.
That's that you're betting on that. That's fine. You have Nico on. You actually drafted Nico, and now
I did draft Nico. That's true.
Yeah,
you're doubling down on it right now. So you're saying 5.
I'm betting my 2 mortar machines on the fact that Nico would win with a scaffolding.
No,
shelf.
Wait,
I was shelf.
You're shelf, dude. What are you doing?
I'm shelf. My bad.
I have written that I am doing a separate bet for scaffolding versus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I am personally saying, if I don't get any of my or whatever, if I'm the lowest of our main draft picks, I will give somebody the Doom Supreme. Right, like that's the one element that will go to maybe Bill or Alec.
Oh, okay. So we're doing. Okay, so this is the main.
So I'm doing
bet,
that, and then for my scaffolding bet, I'm doing T-Rex. For my one-shot bet, I'm doing all of my extra team-up cards.
Oh my god!
Out of my house.
Get these out of my... All right. For my main bet, such you're putting a little more skin in the game, Mr. Ness.
Absolutely.
I will put my Green Lantern God of Light.
Ooh. Do you want to do that?
Yes, dude.
Dang, bro.
It's fine. I don't care.
I hope I win that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting a little sweaty in here right now.
That's good, Bill. What are you putting up, Bill? Guys, I
don't know if I even have anything that cool.
At home, player at home. I strongly urge you to do this because this is really fun, and I'm going to be watching the Dial H stream like a hawk on Saturday. I am going to be way more invested in that final game. Like this is the way I can be more like I'm usually super invested, obviously, because I'm usually there for like the final game when I'm streaming, but I'm not gonna be there this year. So this is gonna get me crazy invested in the stream. I'm very excited about this.
A little skin in the game. If you have something to say, Bill, I'll go off on a little tangent real quick about betting and not like HeroClix betting, because me and my buddies used to do this all the time.
Okay, let's hear it.
So we used to. Actually, no, we did this a little bit at your house, Calder, during
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. I showed you guys the ways. So what you do is you just put a piece up. It doesn't matter. You can put whatever piece you want, and then you just say, if I hit this critical hit, I'll take this. I'll take your piece. And if you hit and you do the same thing to me. You say, if I hit a critical hit or a critical miss, you get my piece, and then you could just keep on swapping out those pieces until finally somebody gets it, and you're like, oh, well, there it goes. So I would put like my Kilowog Prime up, and you would put your, I don't know, Druid figure, and then we would both roll dice. and say whoever hits a critical hit or critical miss gets all the pieces or something like that. And we would do that a lot. I've lost a lot of pieces that way, but I've also won some pieces that way. Notably, I've lost the commissioner that way.
That's crazy, dude.
It's fun. When it's among friends, it's fun because it's like, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna sell it. You're just gonna keep it in your collection.
Yeah, and like they'll probably let you borrow it if you needed to use it anyway, so it's like not the end of the world.
Exactly. But I always find that fun. Sorry, side tangent about HeroClix betting, but this is very fun. I actually thoroughly enjoy you gotta have a little bit of skin in the game to make it interesting.
I wonder, the people listening, if they're like, you guys missed such an obvious piece that's going to win. They're like, how did you not pick that? And that'll be interesting. What do you guys think is going to be the main? This is not part of the bet. We're just a general talk about CCO, since it's going to be starting, like when people are listening to this, it'll already be underway. What type of team do you think is going to win? Like as in Prime Rogue, Chase, Loki, Beetlejuice, like what do you think's going to win?
I think
it's Prime Rogue team will probably win.
You think that Prime Rogue team will have Chase Loki on it?
I think a Chase Loki team could have Prime Rogue on it.
So I mean, I guess it's kind of like hyperbole. Like which one? What do you think? As in, do you think? Do you think both?
If I did a really broad bet, I would just bet on Prime Rogue. Like as like a team archetype, it's like Prime Rogue.
Yeah, because I mean, she doesn't.
Right?
It can be Prime Loki or not Prime
Rogue, right? Black Panther, whether or not you have Hawkeye, or Daeton or whatever else, like blah blah blah. Abscissa, morph, team up card or morph alternate card, all that stuff, right? I just think a very standard good Prime Rogue build will probably win. I think once you introduce Loki, I think it becomes a Loki build, and then Prime Rogue is like just the best thing that can be a main attacker that doesn't get penalized by Prime Chase Loki.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 Chase Lokis in Modern right now. Doctor Strange, Loki, Sorcerer.
I think people probably know which one we're talking about.
They do, but I did just want to point out. I did just want to point out how absolutely ridiculous it is that there's 3 Chase Lokis and no other rarity. Sorry, besides Iconics, no other rarity of Loki in Modern right now. That's a little.
Isn't there a symbiote one coming out too?
Is there?
I thought there was.
I didn't see that one.
I thought there was. I saw it on the list. I saw someone posted it and said, "Well, we're getting another Loki symbiote chase or something." Like that.
Actually? Oh, jeez. Okay, if we're getting another Loki symbiote chase, then I guess there's also that.
I'll double check. Maybe I'm misinformation, but like I thought someone showed the card and it said Loki symbiote supreme, or like not symbiote supreme, but like it was like a Loki symbiote thing. I don't know. So in one of the chase cards, I don't know. Maybe I misread that. Maybe I just thought there was another chase coming out.
Maybe. Oh my gosh! I just saw that there was also Turned Over Desk as a 1x2 elevated. I hate.
Oh shoot!
No one thought about the Turned Over Desk.
You should start. Are you going to start a poll about this? I think it'd be really funny if you start a poll about this and see what people actually said.
I mean, that would be hilarious. Some of the comments be like, "Does it matter?" It does matter. It matters to me.
It matters more than you know. You don't even know how much this matters.
My T-Rex is on the line.
It really matters.
Oh, it's so funny.
So I think this is a dark horse pick, but I think my dark horse pick for what kind of team, it's going to be an Eternity team.
Okay.
I think it's going to be some like weird, funky shenanigans with Eternity. He has so many things going for him. He's got Apocalypse sub-theme. He's got Batman, the computer, the Bat computer and stuff like that. Batman Enemy or whatever. He could be a past Avenger. I think he has a lot of potential. I really, really think Eternity has a lot of merit. And I think it's going to be some type of weird Eternity team. I think he's, as the kids would say, a pro gamer move.
Can I tell you something?
Okay.
I hate Eternity. I can't stand Eternity. Mostly because he's a character that shoots across the map, and I used to work so hard to try to make my GOAT Captain America, bouncing field Captain America.
Wait, cool used
guy.
to? Are you saying he's retired?
Is he retired?
He's not retired. He's not retired.
then-
But I'm not gonna play it anymore modern. Like, let's be real. Like, I was all about making my freaking goat shield bank shot Captain America kooky cap at high lines. I was trying to be like, he is good at high lines. He's cool at high lines. And then they just make some dumb 50-point pieces, freaking 12 range, and it sucks. And I hate it so much. And it's a 2x2 with 12 range, so it's even worse. So I just want to say I hate Eternity for being like not a cool character compared to Captain America, and then just being a cheaper and easier, more straightforward way of shooting across the map. So I hate Eternity for that, but I don't think Alec is wrong. I just hate the character off principle. Or I hate the legacy card off principle. I guess I have nothing against the actual character itself.
All right. My dark horse pick, there's going to be some incredibly wealthy person out there that somehow got a hold of like 5 Tri-Sentinel legacy cards, and they're playing that. No one can find them. They're like horribly underprinted. But you know what? Money talks. Someone's got it. They're just like, I've got like 6. I got 6 legacy cards. I found them somehow, and I'm just gonna roll around and go crazy with them. That's my dark horse pick.
Yeah, I would say
you think your pick for the winning build is there's 5 Tri-Sentinels on it?
No, I mean, I'm not. It doesn't have to be a specific number. They have multiple Tri-Sentinels.
Multiple Tri-Sentinels. Okay, multiple Tri-Sentinels.
However they utilize them or activate them or whatever, like I don't know what's going to be. They're going to have more than one Tri-Sentinel. They found the cards somehow that no one else can find.
Right. They somehow got enough cards, which I do think is funny, that they're hard to get.
Maybe that's a good thing, though, but yes.
I think so. I think so. You're specifically locking in 5 Tri-Sentinels.
No,
saying
it's
any
locking in
multiple-
Tri-Sentinel, basically.
one-
It's a
one-
Tri-Sentinel themed build.
Bill, you're locking in 1+.
Yes.
One more than 1. So really 2+ is what you're locking in, right?
Yes. 2, like, it's in 2 or more Tri-Sentinels.
2 or more Tri-Sentinels.
I see.
Yes.
Yes. No one said. No one's going with like the normie picks, like Rogue or.
Well, you said dark horse.
I just said
pick,
Rogue.
right? You said dark horse pick. So
Well, yeah, but I wasn't the original question. Like, who do we just think is like what the team is going to be around? I was just going dark horse because I thought I think Eternity.
I think that the actual team that's going to win is what Calder said. I think it's going to be Prime Rogue, and may or may not have Chase Loki, but I just think that Prime Rogue is the closest thing to bulletproof in the upcoming meta, where like it doesn't worry that much about you taking away the free actions. It doesn't worry about you bringing in the Chase Loki. It doesn't worry about that much of anything. Where it's like I'm okay against any one of your counters. Where it's like, okay, there might be things that I'm weak against, but I'm not incredibly weak against anything, and that's why I think it's Prime Rogue. I think it's a math bet, right? Like, just it doesn't have a crazy weakness.
I know everybody right now is like Rogue Prime, Rogue Prime, but I was just wondering, like, with Black Flash being around, does that make Reverse Flash the better Prime? And that's why I
don't think it does. Loki
Chase Loki just turns Reverse Prime into a blank dial, so it's like, okay, you're dead.
That's what sucks about it, and I don't know. I think Loki ruins the game. Genuinely, I think nothing has taken away more fun than Loki. Just the idea of Loki existing has taken away more fun than anything else. I don't think, but I do think it makes Wally West, and I would say Flash Raptor. I would absolutely say Flash Raptor gains more value more than anything for Black Flash.
I agree with that. I do like the Flash Raptor.
I mean, plus, what's it called? Equipment, the stone that means you can't heal. Why can't I think of it? I'm drawing a blank
Bloodstone?
Right now. Bloodstone. Bloodstone plus Black Flash, amazing. Right? It's like,
Bill, what is your bet for your main bet? What are you putting up? I've got a Doom Supreme. Alec has a freaking Green Lantern, got a light.
I don't know. Like, well, right now I'm literally sitting here looking at my desk.
I want you to put up your iron. No, just a card.
I'm just kidding.
Sucks, dude.
No,
Oh,
I got the figures.
I was like, wow, this blows. Never mind, dude. I'm taking my bet back. Bill, I want you.
What are you gonna
say? I was gonna say your creepy Doctor Doom like face.
Oh, my custom Doom Supreme I made. Oh man, that's. Rough,
I don't think
bro.
I would never ask you. I would never ask you to bet that. But I do think if I would have to be like, a good friend of mine made that, you know. And then any
people are like, that looks horrible,
like,
and you're like, wow, you know, a good friend of mine made that, so it's fine.
You
know what? Now, you know, I'm looking at, there's actual HeroClix sitting in my desk, and I was like, these are all like not good though. Like it wouldn't be a fair trade. I'll figure something out. There's a Dark Phoenix sitting on here.
I want you to see
2x2
live on air so we can keep Bill honest.
Fine. What, Zala? I got a Zala. I got a Zala. That's worth like $250.
Really?
Is that the most expensive piece anyone's put up?
Green Lantern Godlight's pretty expensive. Now you guys are making me.
Is he more expensive? Zala's like $250 last I looked.
He's like 120, 140.
Let's go.
You're Neo Zala? Bill, you're losing.
I mean, I think it's probably the most expensive HeroClix piece I own. I'm not.
That's crazy, dude. I can't believe I wouldn't put up Zala. That's not
okay. Well, fine.Maybe I'm not putting up Zala then. I don't know.
No, I've got it written down already.
All right, fine. I guess that means it's binding. Everyone at home, it's binding.
I think it's binding. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll post pictures after CCO of the stuff being shipped.
Yes, we will. We absolutely will. I really want to do some kind of live stream bet. I feel like this would be really difficult to do though, but I'm just thinking of like Simeon and Ian on the live stream. Simeon going, oh, then like looking over to the side with like wide eyes. Simeon does that a lot. Or Simeon mentioning billboards. Like I kind of want to almost make a bet. Like, will Simeon mention like a billboard that he saw?
Oh, we're doing like a bingo card. You want to do like a you want to do like
maybe
a
okay, actually,
bingo card?
That's actually pretty good. I think I will. Yeah, this will be separate from bets. I think I'm going to make a live stream bingo card, and I will post that on Dial H. And the first person to send me a completed bingo card or something, I don't know, can get some prizes. You can get a lot of team up cards. you can get some legacy cards that I have 1 million of that I'm trying to get rid of from Land and Legacy. Something like that. Maybe I will make a little bingo card. That actually sounds pretty cute. I was gonna just say between us, make some kind of bet on what like Simeon and Ian will do. Or how many chains David Newmark is wearing when he eventually hops on the live stream. But I actually do think this would be funny, just doing a bingo card. Okay. Yeah, I'll be sold on that idea.
Yeah, that sounds like really fun.
Yeah, I'll make a bingo card for this weekend.
Heck yeah, that sounds amazing.
All right, let's all run back down our picks, and then let's end the episode.
Awesome.
I will do these in order. So, first pick overall, Kalder, upper body. Second, Alec, Crimson Bands. Bill, Major Brock's Bunker. Then he picked Halt Mutant. Alec, Nico Minoru. Kalder, Fortify. Kalder, Beetlejuice. Alec, Animal Man. Bill, Resolve of the Green, which apparently people are hating on. 10, Bill, Perdegaton. 11, Alec, Black Flash. 12, Kalder, Dumpster Fire. 13, Kalder, Sentinel Head. 14, Alec, Ring of Telekinesis. 15, Bill, Ares.
Sounds great.
And then our side bets are Bill and Kalder think Scaffolding will be the most played too. But Bill, do you want to put yourself in for the turned over desk, or do you want to stay with Scaffolding?
Here's the problem. I have no freaking clue which body. I have no like actual like.
Funny.
At least I think on some of these other things we were mentioning, I'm like,
I'm gonna put you in for turned over desk because I think it's more
fine. Turned over desk it is fine.
Yeah, I'm making the bet for you.
I have no idea like on this. Like I couldn't tell you.
There we go. And then I will bet it to you.
Any of you who are listening right now, by the way, any of you listening,
the rest of this
if you're like if you're flying towards Florida right now, and you're originally playing Scaffolding, just do me a solid and just make sure you find a copy of Turned Over Desk.
So funny. So for the 2x1 debate, I am going for Scaffolding. Bill is going for Turned Over Desk. Alec is going for the Shelf. For the one-shot debate, this is one shots on the winning team. I'm saying 4. Alec is saying 5, and Bill is saying 3, which is crazy.
I'm essentially just saying that Nico Minoru won't win.
picks. So I think the craziest pick is on your end, Bill, with Resolve of the Green. And then if I could change a pick, I wish I would choose Fortify for like the +1 longsword or something. I do really hate that I chose Fortify. I shouldn't have said that.
I think Fortify is going to be on. I think that's
I still think it's good. I still think it is good. Everything else I feel more confident in than Fortify. I think Alec and I have the best spread, but I think yours is also good. If I may, Alec, do you disagree?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. I think we each have like kind of reaches that we're kind of like, maybe, because I think picking main force pieces in general is kind of tough. But I will say that like Predagaton, I think, is the highest main force piece that you could have probably picked, the highest percentage, I think. And then obviously like Beetlejuice could be main force or sideline. And we just specified that the element would be on the winning team, so I think that feels pretty good. But other than that, I mean, I don't think Resolve of the Green is like totally out there. I think it's pretty solid. And yeah, I just think Animal Man falling into the third round was the craziest.
Yeah, that is bad. All right. Well, guys, those are our bets for the Champion Clix Open. If you do this with some friends, please let me know. Feel free to send us an email at dialhforheroclix@gmail.com and let us know any draft picks that you and some local friend groups make. Let us know if you put anything on the line, and let us know if you're rooting for anybody in particular to win it all. If you have any people traveling from your area that you hope do well in the event, or if there are any competitive players whose journeys you just like to follow and hope that they win. Like always, you can support Dial H for HeroClix on patreon.com/DialH podcast. That's right, not Dial H HeroClix, Dial H podcast. For as little as $5 a month. I know, so cheap. You can join our Discord. We have a ton of fun. We sometimes do giveaways. We'll be better about that in the future. And we're about to get a huge batch of tokens coming from Craftworks Forge that I'm very excited for to be sending off here soon, hopefully this next week or two. And also for all of our $25 patrons or above, I'm going to try to make a lot more t-shirts this year. And our first t-shirt is the 2 Chains Guy Gardner, where it is the Chase Guy Gardner from Lantern Legacy with a red and pink chain around his neck to reference the fact that he can make 2 constructs, and 2 of those constructs could be chains. I think it's funny. I think it's a hilarious inside joke. I like the shirt despite what other people say. I think it's awesome. So you can go ahead and support Dial H that way. If you also want to get a shirt and some cool merch, you can join Patreon as well. Give us a like over on Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to the Dial H for HeroClix YouTube channel for all the live streams that are happening today and the rest of the weekend. Make sure to wish Ian and Simeon, hello, good time, good luck, all that jazz. And just stop in, comment, and like the live stream. Alec, any quick shout outs? And then after you do your shout outs, Bill can do any shout outs.
I mean, I run a channel called HeroClix USA, which is really fun. I recently changed it to HXA, and just for hyphenating purposes and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I'll do a lot more live streaming and hopefully do some live streaming of CCO. So yeah, that's about it.
Will?
I will go with happy belated birthday to Alec Musser. And all of you out there,
birthday.
We'll do it or not.
No, we're not going to do that. No,
we're not going to do it. Okay, fine.
No,
happy belated birthday to Alec. And then also to all of you listening who are like not totally sold on your teams, Resolved of the Green and Turned Over Desk are really good options.
Great,
I love
Bill. It. Like always, Dial H is brought to you by shop.wizkids.com. You can use code DIALH10 to save 10% off your HeroClix order just on HeroClix. No Iconics pre-orders or promos. I have been your host, Kalder and Ian, and like always, happy trails.
Monsters deep, and I'm shaking like a leaf. I got a honey burning at 211, and I ain't never felt more free. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. European mind is ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. I got 40 on pump 4, a couple 40s and Newports. Ain't much better than the feeling when I hear the bringer walking through that door. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. The European mind is ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. Truck, but you're out of luck. The DA's good friends with me. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. That European guy was ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. Well, I'm 3 white monsters deep, which means